Welcome back, friends. This is Vandal Hearts with ConorHughes, part 11. It's actually just you calmly listening to Connor inking while I stumble around and fail this mission really badly. Fortunately, I'm gonna buy Connor some time here. Fortunately, I have a strategy guide that Connor will tell me how to do the strategy for this mission. I know he already has it open, but have you thought about the following, friends at home? Connor's Kickstarter is closing, and the game 3 could be out soon, and I believe next week Connor will be at Los Angeles Comic-Con.
That's right, in 2 weeks. It's going to be
2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
The Los Angeles Comic-Con. Should be good. Yeah, Galarian has closed out. Very happy with all the backers who have returned to the campaign. And yeah, I am in the final stages of inking the game, and then Trano Farrow will get to the colors. And then, so hopefully that'll be in backers' hands finally and soon. So there is good stuff on the horizon for the game fans.
See.
And I have to figure out what this map is called. I think maybe this is.
Well, guys, he did have the strategy guide open. He just didn't know what the map was called.
Yeah.
Well, for those of you that somehow haven't seen any of my other shows, although I guess it's possible because I've only had 2 other shows, I'm back from vacation.
Welcome back.
Thanks, Connor, but you already knew that because we talked about it already.
We did. Let's see. Guardians? Are they called Guardians?
They're called Guardians.
Sea Priest?
Sea Priest, Sea Armor.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, we're in. Okay, and there's Kurtz. Or what?
Warmaster Kurtz.
Is there a Valkyrie? And a. Let's see, Assassin?
A bunch of Hawks. I don't see an Assassin or a Valkyrie.
Okay, I got us. Alright, so, strategies. This is a definite disadvantage. Archers and mages on a high hill with an army of armored units following by the bridge. This can be worked into a more pliable situation, however. Get as many people off the bridge towards Kurtz's hill at once, and try and keep any flying units out of arrow range. If this means holding them back on the bridge till they can get near the southern area, so be it. That button at the foot of Kurtz's position will detonate the bridge, which will instantly kill any allied units or enemy units immediately. No XP given though. The armored units move slower in snow and will have to move around a long way thus. The Seahawks need to be destroyed afterwards. Weaken with phase shift at the east edge of the hill to hit as many as possible. Then take them out with arrows and such. You can shoot over the hill to hit enemies, remember. All Hawks should be destroyed on turn 3/4 if all goes well. Putting archers in their path for counterattacks works well. Sword users will get 2-hit KO'd most likely. Keep them away. The Warlock will have to move closer to the edge of the starting hill to use Rolling Thunder, so put an arrow in his throat the first chance you get. From this point on, things get much easier. The army units aren't likely to get to the battle in time. Waste XP? Go kill him. Or wasted XP? Go kill them if you feel like it. And Kurtz isn't as powerful as one would think. He spams Dagger Storm, whether he's surrounded or not. So have Ultra Healing ready. Without the Hawks, Shooters, and Warlocks, have fun murdering. Buried in the northeast and west are 2 items, Hellstone and Mithril, but they're often out of the way. That getting them isn't necessary. Yeah. So yeah, I think those are both like items that you can sell for money. That is.
Well, what are we inking today, Connor?
I'm inking the same page that I was in the second half of yesterday's stream, which was Eli down in the basement.
Okay. I was gonna make fun of you if you were currently inking a woman's ass. That's a very ConorHughes move.
Well, I mean, in this case, on this page, this woman's butt is, she's of an elderly inclination, and so whilst that is part of the job on this,
Connor, it doesn't matter.
it's not the same thing.
My joke is extremely specific to you.
Uh-huh.
You and your butts. I don't care how old they are. The joke plays. The joke plays.
Yep, the joke plays. People like butts.
ConorHughes likes butts.
I really don't think it's exclusive to me. I mean,
I'm not saying it is.
yeah. I was recently looking at this mech game, Armored Core, and realizing that you're a fan of mechs. Have you ever looked into that game to play?
I assume when you say Armored Core, you are not referring to the original Armored Core from like 1995.
True. I'm referring to 6. The new
Yeah, you're referring to Armored Core 6. Yes, I have not played 6. I have played Armored Core 1, Arena, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
What a surprise! Dolan is dead first.
Yeah, knocked out real early. Poor guy.
You are a fan of Dark Souls games?
Yeah. I like me some Dark Souls type games, Souls-like games. I'm a fan of the Miyazaki.
Are you a fan of not being able to use whatever build you want and having to learn a fight and build a specific counter?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, then you'll like Armored Core 6.
Yeah, I thought it looked pretty good from what I saw. I was holding off for a bit. I'll probably wait for like a little, some kind of sale, like a $10 sale or whatever it might be. And then maybe I'll pick it up.
Okay, just be aware that I'm told it's one of the hardest Armored Cores they've ever made.
Yeah, I do like hard games, so that's cool. I mean, I like Dark Souls games, so they're allegedly hard.
I don't know about allegedly, brother. There's a whole subsection of the community called Let Me Solo Her, Let Me Solo Them, specifically meant to take on the hardest bosses in the game because casual players can't do it.
I mean, Millennia does have a
Whoa. You can't just say Millennia. You have to do the whole thing.
Millennia Blade of Mikola.
Yeah. You can't go, listen, with a woman like that, you can't go halfway. You gotta fully commit.
She definitely fully committed to, the rot is definitely where she's at. She definitely has some difficult moves. I think a lot of people, she definitely, even within the Souls community, she gets a mixed opinion about whether or not it's like either garbage, like a garbage boss, or if it's like legitimate. I don't think she's that bad. On the right build, she's actually pretty easy. I would say it's just like some builds are, that you can play the game with are more difficult than others to confront her. So like a faith build is gonna have a harder time than like a strength build. But honestly, strength build just face rolls the entire game anyway, so that's not surprising.
Okay. I think you like Armored Core.
Yeah, I'll check it out at some point.
Just know that it's absolutely going to be cringe as fuck.
Yeah?
In
Story-wise?
almost, yeah, well, dialogue-wise, in almost that iteration of the game, you play a mercenary called a Raven, and so they're always like, "Hey, Raven, bad guy coming up. Raven, it's time to engage in your contract. I'm betraying you, Raven. So,
I mean,
you're the one they call the Raven, huh?"
I would say let's get this man some voice acting over here because that sounds awesome. I want that. I want more of that, and I want that in a game somewhere.
Well, I direct you to Armored Core 1 through 5 plus
No,
not Academy.
I mean your voice. I mean your version of that.
I'm sick right now, Connor. You can't say that.
I can't. Hey, it
I have a
adds
cold.
to the vibe.
The vibe it's adding to is me going, I'm gonna need to get something for my throat after I'm done here. Holy lightning. Halloween.
I saw a bit about the story, and it's basically all about you're the middleman between all these dueling corporations of that are very great.
Yeah, that's how Ravens work. Is they're, they make their. It's like Shadowrun. They make their money by being corporate scum.
Right.
Multi-stage boss fights. You better be prepared for that. Often out of nowhere.
That's all Dark Souls as far as I'm concerned, for sure.
Do you like when you have plasma beam saber lightsaber bullshit, and then out of nowhere the enemy has one too, and you're like, oh, the enemy has one too, and then they slash, and their beam saber is actually more like a gun, and it shoots a slash at you, like a moon slash? Because that shit's wild.
I'm down. Down to just completely dodge that.
I'm gonna take a shit ton of losses this turn.
Yeah, this doesn't look good. Those archers are gnarly. They have the high ground. Oh man.
I was really worried Amon would get wrecked, but actually I think he's gonna be alright.
Yeah, depends if the archers take him out.
Well, they've already committed to both archers.
Oh, okay, did they already?
That's why I was worried about him, but...
Nice.
Ooh.
Grog.
A man here.
Yeah. So hard! Oh wait, no, Darius.
No, they're going after the snipers because they don't want to get rocked.
But they
Too late.
got rocked anyway.
Like a samurai film where a dude is about to sword slash somebody, and like 1 second before he finishes his series of moves, the guy he's about to slash opens his eyes, and you hear the shink of him drawing his sword, and he goes, "Too late." And then everybody in the area falls in half. Nothing personal, kid.
Nani? He's fast.
Possible.
So anime.
I'll tell you what's anime. Friendship. Just like Digimon.
Right, who is this back here? Ira as a sniper. I need a non-sniper. I need a non-sniper, non-healer to step on this thing. It's probably gonna be Clint then. All right, Clint, I need you to step on this. Examine. There we go.
Can he still move? Nice. He still can be killed one of the or attack.
Yeah, you can do the dude right next to him. Nice, nice.
Oh, he's gonna get.
I mean, he got a lot of support for sure.
He's dead.
That's all right. I have Kira and Diego swap targets. There we go. Okay, let's lock in the murder.
Always lock in murder.
One of my favorite voice actors is in Armor Core 6 as well.
Oh yeah. Who?
Erica Lindbeck.
And what has she done?
Oh, in Fate Grand Order, she's the voice of Mordred Pendragon, the Traitor Knight. I guess she's really famous for playing someone for Persona 5. Fubuki. I don't play the Persona series.
Yeah.
But I understand that character is very popular. They're like a gamer or something. She's done a lot of voice work, just to be really clear. She did some songs with Amelie. Really want to get some damage out there to force the priest to be healing rather than doing anything shitty to me. Yeah. Guy's probably gonna rock the other way around. Oh, I guess that support really helped.
Excellent.
That's everybody. Not my guy. Oh, that's a bad news start. Oh boy. Those are larger numbers than I'd like. There you go. Low cost precision attack. Dark Star. Well, my VTuber D&D game got canceled.
Oh no, why?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's likely that I may never know. I may never know, Connor.
Such it is with many things, isn't it?
This is the sound of me. I'm throwing a aluminum or tin garbage can against a wall, and then a bunch of papers come out, and I slam my badge down on the table, and I say, I'm going to the streets for answers. Damn it, Chief.
I like this AP arc, this new AP arc.
The incredibly overdone detective sergeant who's a loose cannon who clearly needs to be fired.
Doesn't play by the rules.
Doesn't play by the rules.
Answers.
Damn, dude, listen. I remember people telling me that Dirty Harry's the good guy in Dirty Harry movies, and then I watched a Dirty Harry movie where they're like, "Listen, Harry, we gotta let you off the force. You cannot keep going after black people." And he's like, "But Chief, I've been arresting black people for 20 years." And he's like, "I know. And I've told you have to stop doing that. It's illegal." And he's like, "But that's the only way these people will know their place." And I'm just like, wait, this is supposed to be the good guy?
I remember that I recently watched the first and second one, and the first one is more like a serial killer guy that he goes after. I don't remember him going after. Maybe that's a later one.
Is the first one the one where he is like, "Now did I fire 5 bullets or 6?
Yeah, that's where the first, the famous line is from.
Yeah. I've definitely heard that line dozens of times from people repeating it.
Yeah.
Alright, Kurtz, eat shit. So I need to use Ultra Healing on Ash. I didn't realize Ultra Healing had such a wide area. Probably could have healed Darius as well. And then Ash is going to get a good position on this guy. And he's behind him. Nothing personal, Kurtz. Oh, got him in 1. Ugh. So it was to be my blood instead. My blood. All right, Connor. You draw salaciously lewd women. Let me. Okay, you didn't need an answer to that. It was a statement, not a question. I read something that made me laugh so hard yesterday, and I want to know your thoughts on it.
Okay.
It was a Reddit post that said, men don't like dominant women because they want to be stepped on. Men like dominant women because, at the very least, they're going to tell you what they want. There it is. He immediately laughed. Friends at home. I didn't even say it in a joking manner, and he knew that that was supposed to be a comedy. But do you agree, Connor, given that you just laughed? Remember, this is being recorded, and one day your children may hear it.
Yeah, I don't really, I don't have very strong feelings about it. I do think
He doesn't have strong feelings.
Potentially a funny observation, but,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
See.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna commit to any further.
Wow. ConorHughes backing out. Okay, all right, that's fine.
I mean, I wouldn't quite say backing out. It's just more like
I'm not going to force you to answer this question, Connor. Obviously, my setup was to make it a very dry joke. So
yeah.
I'm not going to rake you over the coals and be like, answer the question, Connor.
Well, I mean, I could certainly see if people want to make that case. You know, I guess that's what I would say. But I mean, you know, also not necessarily. You know. So yeah, I'm not going to give a strong answer. I'll apologize for that. But you know, hey, if that's how you feel, if that's how a person feels, you know, you do you.
I see. Then I have one more follow-up question before I get back to this storyline.
Yeah.
What are you doing for International Men's Day tomorrow? I assume you had it on your calendar for the last few months, and we're ready for the very popular and very real holiday, International Men's
There
Day.
was such a holiday.
It's real. I know I said it like that. It is a real holiday. It does exist.
I mean, it's not a real holiday. Like, is it going to be on Google? Like, you know,
Google it real quick, motherfucker.
No, what I mean is like, you know, when you get that little thing on the Google website where
I don't know, man. They celebrate some weird shit now.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they've made it their goal to like have a special day every day.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, even if that's the case, doesn't necessarily mean they will celebrate International Men's Day.
Sounds like you didn't even know International Men's Day existed and we're planning to do nothing about it, which is fine.
I mean, I'll work. I'll be working. You know, is that what I should do?
Well, I have to tell you, men working until they die is a very man's problem. So, sure.
So I'll just continue that, perpetuate that whole thing.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. ConorHughes and the masculine urge to work until you die.
I mean, comic artist, you know, that's sort of the trend, possibly with comic artists.
Yeah, and us retired Twitch streamers, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. They said the Emperor was killed. I wonder if it could be Dolph so soon. What are you talking about? Dolph was waiting for a chance to supplant Hell. He's behind this. We're in much greater peril than ever before. Hell was a lover of power. It's true, but Dolph is insane. He is in love with death. I always thought he was dangerous. We need to move faster than ever now. Set a course with ludicrous speed. Let's go, Plaid.
Oh.
Where should I go, Connor?
Frontier Village is next. Let me check on the guide.
Well, it's too late. You said Frontier Village, so I went there immediately.
Alright, yeah, it says continue to Frontier Village and visit the tavern.
What a charming little village. Looks pretty boring to me. This is the location inscribed on the ring. Well, in any case, Eleni, what's wrong? It feels strange. This is the first time I've been here, and yet... Now, let me save. I don't know what that noise was. A dying cat, perhaps. Let's see if there's a... Does it say that there's anything new in the shop?
It doesn't
Shopes?
say that.
Doesn't look like there is either.
Really to check.
Maybe there's a special item. No. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Did anyone... get to an advanceable level? Not my boy Clint. Definitely not Dolan. Doesn't seem like it.
We need to get Dolan up. And Grog? Or is Grog already transformed?
I don't know. These people are in some trouble. It's rare to have visitors in these parts. Have a nice stay while you're here. I'm doing the voices as if this is a village of people who have like a secret cult society and they don't want outsiders to stay very long, but they have a reputation for being polite. There's nothing to see around here. Oh my god. Is that what's happening, Connor? Nothing in my granddad's day. Nothing in Dad's day and nothing in my day. There'll probably be nothing here in my son's day either. You think we're an ancient people? Well, my granddad is over 100. Eleni, you don't look well. I do know this village. What do you mean? These stone streets, these houses. Oh no, flames. This village will become an ocean of flames. Eleni, what is it? What happened? Suddenly, she just started raving. We can lie down in my house. It's over there.
Character design.
She's probably just got, low vitamin C levels. Have an orange. I hear it causes temporal mania, where you see the future and do crazy stuff. She's relaxing now. She was very tired. Thank you for everything. My name is Ash Lambert. I'm the village head. Call me Erosius. Tell me, for what purpose have you come to this village? Well, the truth is... Oh, I see. But as you can see, this is nothing but a mountain village. We have nothing to do with any magic stone or lost people. Is that so? Chief, monsters! We're out picking healing herbs. When they attacked, your granddaughter Lena is among them. What? We'll save them. Where do we go? The Sakui Plains, northwest of the village. I'm going to. Are you sure? Don't worry. I'm feeling much better. We leave. When we come back, the village is in flames. The bad guy, whose name is... Dolph? No, that's our guy. Who's the weird laughing clown dude who killed Helspites?
I think that's Dolph.
Is it? I thought Dolph was one of our guys.
No, Dolph
You might
is,
be right.
No, it's
Oh, it's Grog, not Dolph. Yeah, okay. Dolph's gonna burn the village while we're gone. That's my call. That's my top tier. All right, we're gonna go meet Lena the fighter, Lena the killer, Lena the dragon spooker real quick.
very good.
She's the strongest mage in all of history. She also knows the spell that will allow you to do anything you want, but if you mispronounce it even slightly during its 2-minute long chant, it will destroy the universe.
Sounds like a fair gamble.
Oh my god, is this like a 6-year-old? What's going on here? Lena, don't worry about me. Save yourself. No, you can't give up. I know. I'll use the spell my granddad taught me. Spirits of the light surround me now. Elemental shield, shield, shield. A little girl casting such a powerful spell. Wow. We don't know how long it will last. Let's get to work. Murdering. Let's start killing everyone.
see
Well,
what the
Connor.
guide is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the guide say? Connor, what does the scouter say about their power level?
Well, I don't think this one's going to be over 9,000, so it should be pretty easy. 3 groups of enemies, one on the north, one on the east, and one in the map's middle near the treasure chest. Engaging both at once is foolish, so head along the extreme west wall, easiest to progress through the height-wise, and start taking out the enemies here. Death Angels should have priority due to their AoE spells. The gold golems will stray over from the middle. The gold golems who stray over from the middle can be phase shifted into gravel pretty easily from this position. The far group will eventually stray forward, and the archers can wear down the slow movers before they reach the main allied group. Also, the treasure chest in the middle is a mimic, so avoid it if you're taking a licking. Besides that, there's a run-of-the-mill. This is a run-of-the-mill stall battle, and the player will with easily surmountable forces. Anyway, yeah, it's fun. So yeah, it says to go to the west and get everyone to come to you, which makes sense.
Go to the west, get everyone to come to me. Fine, Connor. I'll use these questionable tactics.
Dishonorable.
I didn't say it was dishonorable. I didn't say, hey, you are inventing words that I didn't say. I said questionable. See, this is the part of the YouTube video that if I did editing, I'd have to cut out, is moving 90% of my forces.
Yeah, but positioning is like entirely the tactics of the game.
Sure, but like the first few rounds, it's totally worthless. We had the same problem on my BattleTech shows, where when both forces were out of range of each other, it was literally just like 2 or 3 hours of people carefully maneuvering.
You want that?
People don't show up to a show to watch careful maneuvering. I'm not saying it's not important, although right now it's not. I'm not maneuvering carefully at all. But from a watching perspective, the only person who's going to care about this kind of stuff is like an actual logistical veteran who worked in like S4 or something in the military. They're like, these tactics, these operational objectives.
Or just a casual enjoyer of,
Moving very slowly across a gridded map.
Yeah.
Facing the correct
Honestly,
direction.
there is something satisfying about it.
Ooh, Clint rejects. Well, Connor, they're not coming to me, so I got all kinds of problems. I'm full wave. Halloween.
Well, some are coming too.
And
No.
looks like Clint's not gonna get level 20 here either.
Man. Life is hard.
It's Dolph time, baby. Nope, he's out of position. Dolan is too far.
We gotta soften up the target.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that first. Relax, Connor. Relax.
I ain't got no chill.
Old no chill Connor. That's what they call him. Wow, this guy's got a lot of health. possible. I don't know if you've seen Tic-Tac-Toe anime, but that's where my head's at right now. Tic-Tac-Toe, the anime.
No, what's that?
It's literally just like a 30-second long skit about what if the game of Tic-Tac-Toe was anime.
Okay. I'll have to check it out. It's a TikTok or something.
I'm pretty sure it existed before TikTok existed, so
Oh, okay.
on the YouTube.
Gotcha.
That's right, Connor. Things happened before TikTok. I know it's crazy, but
I mean, that is certainly true.
remember back in the day with Chad, Matt, and Rob, where YouTube would let you put like text boxes that would give you hyperlinks to other YouTube videos, so you could do a choose your own adventure. Chad, Matt, and Rob. It was incredible. What an experiment.
I thought you could still do that.
You can't do that anymore. They removed it years ago.
Really? Why?
I don't
It was
know,
so
man.
convenient.
He got 188 experience points. It is extremely conceivable this man leveled twice. He did. He bypassed level 20.
Excellent. Dolan. Chad Dolan finally coming through.
Alright, Kira's gonna die for this, but it did say taking out these Death Angels is a priority. And I'm willing to sacrifice her. Some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Keep bringing out the classic quotes, folks.
That kind of day. Oh.
I mean, it's quotes that we've quoted, in fact, in this show before. Nice. I like levels. It gives me good, good feelings.
If you're looking for quotes, friends, ConorHughes saying, "That gives me good feelings," is a pretty solid one.
I mean, there's better ones. Not from me, of course, but in existence.
He says it doesn't matter, but I've never heard anything that mattered to him more.
Are you gonna try and take out the Mimic for the experience?
I'm not sure yet.
Depends on the state of the fight at the time, I suppose.
I might wait until everyone's been pulled away from it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're definitely gonna get some magic bombs in here. Bam, 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 bam.
Uh-oh.
You thought something like that could defeat me? You're out of your league, kid. Make it over here? Good if, hero move. Alright, Dolph, let's see if we can go for a third level up. Nope.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Wow. Because he's an air guy, that's why.
Sir, you've only got 11 damage.
That's all I need.
I'm not sure what that's a reference to.
It's not, I just made it up, Connor.
Okay.
Not everything that comes out of my mouth is a reference to something else.
It's just really hard to
Connor.
Your
Connor.
conversations with you sometimes are hyperlinked, you know?
Wow.
That's a compliment, by the way.
Is it though? We'll
Yeah,
let the
I mean,
audience decide that.
Only what?
I said we'll let the audience decide that, but then I realized I would never let the audience decide something so important for me. Alright, let's get all these golems out. Let's get these golems gone, man. Perfect, we've opened a hole. Their lines are breaking. Get that ghost. Oh, he did get that ghost. Okay, who's damaged? Ash is basically nearly dead. Is a game-ending effect. Wow. What are the odds of blocking on a side shot? Can't be very high, I expect.
I'd say Eamon has some good luck. He's often coming through. But punching, you know.
No, Eamon had terrible luck. He attacked and it got blocked. I got countered.
Okay. I thought
Bad luck. Oh, well, there's his good luck.
There you go.
Sorry, I couldn't be more help.
This will end the battle in one shot. Yeah! Completely failed to end the battle in one shot.
Nice. But still, pretty good.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well.
A likely story.
You want to hear about a likely story? I want you to imagine that you're an innkeeper, a bartender, really, and that some guy comes in every once in a while and bums a beer off of you. Says he's been out doing a lot of work lately, keeping everybody safe. Gets a beer from you every once in a while, doesn't pay for it. Basically tries to guilt you into it. And then they disappear for like a year or two. And when they come back, you hear that they're the king of the entire fucking world now. Because that's what happened to Aragorn in Lord of the Rings. He was bumming beer off of the bartender from the pony, the dancing pony in Bree.
I thought he paid for it.
No. In the books,
Oh, in the books.
yeah, he doesn't pay for it. He gets it for free for helping keep the land safe and for begging politely.
Well, I mean,
And then he hears one day that Aragorn is king of Gondor and the only king left in the entire realm.
That is quite a change for the guy at the prancing pony. But you know, I think your presentation is slightly discoloring the actual experience.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
How would you put it?
I mean, he's basically like he's patrolling the highways. He's like, him, as the kids say. He's a ranger, keeping the land safe from things that otherwise would completely upend his entire lifestyle and his business.
I didn't say any of those things, Connor. What I said was he bummed a beer every once in a while, and then became king of the world.
Right, but that's clearly a careful selection of facts
Sure.
that discolor the actual events.
Well, I suppose you might see it that way, Connor.
I would chance a guess that even the bartender would say would make that claim. It's like, well, that's not the whole story. A careful tailoring of context to make Aragorn look like a jerk. Finally, Dolan can level up. Is he the first frontline fighter to get to level 20, or did Grog already get there?
He's the last person to get to level 20.
Oh, he's the last one? Okay.
Are you alright? Yes, thank you. Let's get back to the village. The spell that girl used. Only the very highest in our craft know that spell. Also, you notice the markings in the plain. Yes, I've seen that mark before. Village chief is trying to hide something from us. Is it some sort of bird? Yeah, there's definitely something there.
Come to think of it, we've actually seen this plot line in a game that we've played on this show before.
How can I thank you? Start by telling us the truth. What is the secret of this village? Huh? What are you talking about? You can't fool us. No normal child could wield a spell of such power. And the pattern carved into the plain? I saw it on Toroa's arc. And the same mark is on your pendant. I see there is no use in trying to deceive you further. Villagers here are descendants of the ancient Baruni Empire. We were a civilization of sorcerers and sages, but then our greatest and most terrible achievement was also our undoing, the flames of judgment, just as I suspected. Erosius, please lend us your power. Sadly, I cannot. Our ancestors took pride in power and walked the path of destruction. The power that they unwittingly unleashed, they later sealed away. We will not use power again. We will not repeat our mistakes. You're only running from your responsibilities. Even though you sealed the power, it did not go away. If it was truly your ancestors who unleashed this power, then it is your duty and obligation, or I don't know where I went with that. It is your duty and obligation to rid us of his menace. They saved us from certain death. Please, you must lend them your strength. Nina, I have an idea. We will test them to see if their hearts are true. They can retrieve a claw from Salamander the Dragon. I will help. Lena, guide them to the cave, and do not get involved yourself. Terrific, I can be your guide. I'm gonna get murdered. I'm a child.
It always happens. The young guide who gets in trouble.
Sorry, grandfather. I promised I would never use this power, but I'm going to have to break that promise. Okay, so Clint is actually the last one to level up, but Clint is useful and Dolan isn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was pretty sure that Clint had.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ah, there's no fourth person here. Thank you. That was my brother you saved on the Sakui Plains. We threw away our culture, but I often long for the greatness and majesty of our ancestors. I'm frightened by monsters around here, but it's better than the evil power that our people created. We just want to live our lives in peace. If you'll keep our village's secret, I'll give you a tip. In Dragon's Lair, search the center of the smallest lava lake. You find will be of great use to you. Really makes you question how that guy could possibly know that there's an object in the center of the smallest lava lake of the Dragon's Lair.
True.
Yeah, like, obviously the developers are the ones really sending that message, but how do they justify it in character? Okay, I'm going to Smoking Bones Cave.
Yeah.
Fire Drake is in the back. Be careful. She didn't stick around, though.
That's nice. I'm glad.
I wanted her to use the highest level spells, so... No.
Let us see what the stratagem.
Center of the smallest lava lake. This is the smallest. Yes, this is the center. Or is this?
Logos K is located northeast lava pond. Northeast. And then the D spear, the chest near the stack of boxes. That's where the items are. So I will give the breakdown now. The twisting path of lava to the salamander makes for an harrowing journey, Snicker, but also allows plenty of places to stiff arm the enemies from advancing. At the start, the tile north of Ash's initial location can be stuffed up, with the high ground no less, and the three enemies north of the group can be blocked with only two. Once the Eggworm and Acid Ghost near the boxes are killed, move a Skylord over to the lone box and push it 2 spaces north. The next turn, jump on top of it, and push the huge stack of boxes east a few times until being able to mount it for the chest, a D-Spear. The cool thing about this battle is that if Ash simply moves 1 tile north from where he starts, the party hangs around that beginning area. Where he starts, and the party hangs around the beginning area the entire battle, all the enemies will just flock towards the allies in their own time, except for the Salamander. This is how it should be done, since the Logos key must be obtained with the Skyhawk Skylord. It's located in the northeastern lava pond, 5 spaces west, 2 south of the Salamander's starting point. This is the only chance to get the keys. Do not pass it up unless you have no flying type.
Awesome. Huge hit. No, well. There you go, Clint. All right, Dolan, show us your shit. Hell yes. This is a good change for you, man. Doesn't die in one hit, levels up, deals decent damage.
Stolen coin is rising.
No. I'm not into the apes, sorry.
Apes?
Apes, NFT apes.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Connor, I shamefully used my first AI art.
Did you?
Yeah, I was on somebody else's show, and they use AI art, so I decided I would try it out. So it was suggested to me that one of the best AIs out there is called Sexy AI, and it's a porn bot.
Okay.
And when I could get it to keep people's clothes on, it was actually pretty decent, I guess. I mean, it technically did the thing I wanted it to do in a way. I think that more than any AI art that I've seen, it did hands correctly. This motherfucker got 230 experience.
That was crazy. Yeah, I haven't heard of that AI, but I'm glad it got the hands good.
It's very fast and easy to use, is the thing I can say about it.
Yeah, I constantly, I like to browse Pinterest for reference. And
Wow, listen, if you had just said, I'd like to browse Pinterest for reference, I would have believed you. But the way you said it now makes me think that you did it for porn research instead. You absolutely took me in the other direction.
I meant to say it straight.
Okay, if you say so.
I know the conversation talking with you, you lay on the guilt, so I just like
The guilt.
Oh wait, I I get self-conscious. Anyway, yeah, and like the amount of people I see, like basically you'll have a series of art or whatever, and it'll be like, oh my god, no, it's AI, why does it have to be AI? It's and people do.
Well, I can send it to you. Actually, I probably still have it somewhere. We'll hold on for a second.
All right.
Uh,
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see the stuff with the clothes on, of course.
Connor, I didn't make any without clothes on.
You said when.
Yeah, but I didn't save those. I regenerated it until the clothes got on.
I gotcha.
Connor, I'm a professional.
A professional AI curator.
No, I'm just a professional.
Mm-hmm.
When I run my shows, I wouldn't listen. I'm not out here going, that's right, I'm the one that made this piece of art. My sick prompts.
Fair enough.
I'm a professional. I don't need an AI art generator to see naked women. Let's start there and work your way in any direction from there.
Well, this first one's definitely looks like it's from
Which one's the first one? Oh, yes,
one?
the big boobs.
I mean, they all have big boobs. Let's be. Well, I mean, I guess.
What? No, they don't.
Yes.
One woman does not have big boobs,
Okay,
Connor.
One does not out of 4.
Connor, I didn't listen. No matter what prompt I put in, even if I was like slim or slendered or small chested or anything like that, I basically had no control over boob size.
Look, I'm just saying it's my turn to call out the thirsty in you.
The thirsty in me. Listen,
Yeah.
I'll tell you the thirsty in me. All right. The chef lady here, I think, is so far away and above the rest of them. It's not even close. Yeah. Her hand really bothers me quite badly, though. But other than that,
Oh yeah, that is messed up. For me, it's redheaded lady.
the redheaded lady.
Yeah.
Is it the skin tight jumpsuit or is it the big boobs, Connor? You have to answer honestly.
I can say I'm a holistic.
A
person.
holistic? I don't know that word applies here. You could say the whole package, sure. I don't know that you could say holistic.
It's the entire thing, I don't like to break down. A person is more than their components.
Right, of course. It's the eyebrows, though, for the folks at home. That's what. Got him. All right, we're getting back to it then. Well, Connor, it'll be months and months, but there is a possibility that in February we may restart our Warhammer Fantasy game that you haven't watched and don't care about.
I care about it.
That I did entirely for you. The only reason I agreed to produce the show was because of you.
I mean, I started it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I will continue it,
Sure. I don't have any reason to disbelieve a man who's that into a woman with sharp eyebrows.
You don't, you don't.
That's what I said.
When have I ever been disingenuous?
When have you ever been disingenuous? Great question. There's this one time about 2 minutes ago where you were like, so I was browsing Pinterest for research.
Yeah, research.
Listen, I used to say that. I was like, hey, I gotta go. Like, I have a bunch of like anime art and of people as well that I used for research, and people would fucking raise me about it. So eventually I just completely deleted it. And now on my shows, I basically never describe anyone ever for any reason. Because if you do, people immediately be like, whoa, is that what you're into? Or blah, 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 blah. It's just fucking pain in the ass at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an underlying conversation.
I'll tell you what I'm into is non-anime real women with big boobs. I'm sure that was a shocking revelation. Actually, that might be because I do often tell people that I'm only into anime girls, but when I do it, I try to do it with a very sarcastic voice, so...
I mean, you tend to operate with like several layers of potential irony.
Yeah, it has become a problem when people who are on the spectrum watch my shows. They never are sure when I'm lying or not, and just people who aren't, just regular people, are also confused because I am very dry and constantly, I guess you could say I'm constantly lying. I would say I'm constantly making a sarcastic joke. But I mean, I guess the element of sarcasm is that I'm saying something that isn't true. So I am constantly deceiving people with very bad jokes.
But also, there tends to be this layer of irony. So it's like a person might be, and I do this too, where it's like you're just ironically saying it sarcastically, but also potentially being sincere or something, Or maybe there's another layer of irony where it's like, you're also saying that's sarcastic.
You've lost me, Connor. We're too deep.
We're too deep. We've gone too deep into the inception.
No, keep coming over here. No. There we go. Yes, come over here. The guide said you would all suicide into me. Do that. My most watched clip on Twitch, this is not a joke, my most watched clip on Twitch was during Women's Health Week. There was the Overwatch campaign for women's breast cancer, and it's just a clip of me for like 30 seconds going, the boobs, Pondo, the boobs. We're doing it for the boobs. That is my most watched clip on Twitch. Thousands of views.
For good reason.
Very glad that my grandmother didn't live long enough to watch that one. And that the rest of my family has no idea that I still Twitch streamed.
I mean, that is, in some sense, probably a good thing. Like, I saw one TikTok the other day where it's like, this guy's like, my entire channel is dedicated to hating on the duality of like that you shouldn't bring your personal life into work. And now my coworkers know about my TikTok, and
yes.
I'm out.
The duolinguality of man.
Yeah.
Of course. Everyone stopped up. I'm gonna steer here. Work. Did you see that Snoop Dogg is quitting smoking weed?
I did not. I don't believe it.
I'm of the belief that he's opening an edibles company. And so that's why he's saying he's quitting weed. But it's also possible that, he may actually quit weed after 70 years of smoking weed. Possible.
Yeah, I could.
Unlikely, but possible.
a viral campaign to advertise a startup company for that nature, yeah, I could definitely buy that. That's a good use of, I mean, like effective use of marketing.
You know, the real effective use of marketing is the friends we made along the way.
Is that how it worked out for Don Draper?
I never watched that show beyond the first episode, where it was revealed that he stole the identity of a World War II hero.
Yeah. He did be doing that. They sort of dropped that like whole plot line as the show went on a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying.
I feel like it would be very difficult to do that, but all right.
It's just less and less of a focus. They didn't drop it like cold, like they just totally forgot about it. But not like Mandalorian third season here. I'm watching that, and like they make it a point of his character where he doesn't like using robots, right? He doesn't like using droids.
Yes, but they have a whole episode where he's a droid cop, and he fucks around with the droids.
I don't recall. Is that?
It is in the third season, I believe. If it hasn't happened yet, you'll get there.
Okay, yeah.
You'll know when you get there because there are 2 special guest stars, and it's actually really good.
Okay. But in the part where I'm at, like he's like gonna go repair the one droid he met that he liked, right?
Yeah.
They make a big deal out of it, and then he just completely drops that, and it's like, I'll just take this junk that this lady who clearly is like, bullshitting me, like, and he'll just take that, and he brings that along to find the mines of Vandal.
I don't think that was a plotline drop. I'm sorry, Connor. It comes back up. The other big thing to recognize, though, is that the person who voices that robot is Taika Waititi. And partway through the season, Taika Waititi stocks dropped through the roof. So Taika was involved in writing Thor 3 Ragnarok, which was, of course, excellent. And he appeared as his character Korg in it. And then he directed Thor 4, which was absolute garbage.
Which robot are you talking about right now? The white robot, the little white and red robot, or the?
He's the IG robot that is in season 1. That's hunting the kid, the one that goes to get healed, the one that he's trying to repair.
Right. Okay.
Yes. So he's the voice actor for that robot. What I'm trying to explain is that he is basically like on the verge of being fired from Disney right now. So Disney signed off on, they do like behind the scenes specials of their shows now that you can watch on Disney Plus.
Okay.
They did a behind the scenes of Thor 4 where it is him and the actress who plays Valkyrie. And they're going and watching the show's CGI, and they spend the whole episode shitting on the CGI. And I want you to imagine that you are a Marvel CGI artist who is notoriously... This is back when all the reports were coming out, like literally within a month of each other. Reports were coming out that they were overworked, considering unionizing. They didn't get breaks. They didn't like any of the work that they were being asked to do. They were being told to do work and then immediately change it, like shortly after. Like there was no project management. The production of Thor 4 was a mess. They've been very open that Thor 4 had like 3 different plot lines, and they basically had to make the movie by cutting together the 3 different plot lines because the movie continually changed during filming. So anyway, we cut to Taika Waititi, who until this point was a pretty well-respected director, actor, writer, and he spends, I don't know, like an hour making fun of his CGI artists, who again are overworked, harassed by him. Their own boss is on a Disney-approved special making fun of them for a solid hour. And you might think, I just want to be really clear. You might think that this might be a special where he made fun of them. To be clear, the point of the special was to make fun of them. It wasn't something he did during like a behind the scenes or like a director's cut thing. The entire special was filmed specifically for him to make fun of the CGI of the show. It was bullying. It was absolute bullshit. He's been removed from his Star Wars movie. He's been removed from future Thor movies. He's basically down to like being on one Disney project and the shit he does on FX. Like,
But if the entire point of the special is to make fun of the CGI,
but it was, Connor, I'm trying to explain to you, it was wrong to do that.
I agree. No, I agree, and obviously
It was bullying. It was punching down, and to be frankly honest, as the director, everything he was making fun of was his fucking responsibility.
And let it be said, the CGI in the Star Wars series, I mean, it is.
Well, this is for Thor 4. This is for Thor 4, just to be very clear.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay. I was gonna say the CGI, all the special effects that they, like the art direction on Mandalorian, which is a little shot. I mean, like I don't know all the other shows, but I'm pretty sure all of them are really good, really phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much CGI in the Mandalorian, you barely even know. It's starting to become more obvious because they're using the round room constantly now. But yeah. Oh, do you not know about this?
What's the round room?
Oh boy. Oh, you're okay. Well, I'm about to blow your mind on this one. Hold on. The majority of the Mandalorian is filmed in the same studio all the time.
Yeah. It's on the sand screen. Yeah, I knew that. And it's excellent. They do an excellent job.
Here we go.
Okay. I mean, despite that obviously they didn't want. First of all, they could change the voice actor. Like that's not crazy, right? Oh, the
I agree.
robot.
Yeah.
And also, and even so, they still made it a pillar of Mandalorian's character that he doesn't like robots. Like that's like in the first episode of season 1, and then he's just like, okay, I'll use this second-rate robot that like obviously is not very good, and for reasons, for like just because like he's like, okay, I guess I'll just do that for no reason. There's no character growth for it. Like it's not like he suddenly accepts robots. They just make him do that.
Well, it's because the robot gave its life for him and the child at the end of the first season.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he wants to revive that robot.
Yes.
Because that robot is different than the other robots, not because he suddenly appreciates all robots, and certainly not this like second-rate, robot.
You need to get to the droid cop episode in season 3 is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean,
don't worry about it. He's still racist.
Do I need to? do I need to? I mean, like in the sense
yes,
that, like,
it's actually quite good. Listen. Not only am I not going to spoil the storyline for you, I'm not going to tell you the 2, maybe even 3 big guest stars that were in it, because that might be big spoilers. But it is incredible. It's one of the best episodes.
Yeah, but again, like I'm in episode 2 where he gets the robot, and that needs to be justified to me as a viewer, like why he would suddenly change his character like that. Anyway.
Okay.
That's my position for now.
That's his position until now. Okay, so just to be clear, the way that they film almost all of Mandalorian and some of the other new Disney series is they are in a very large, like aircraft hangar size studio that is a dome of monitors,
right?
That is integrated with the Unreal Engine. And so only the things that they are standing on are real, and 90% of the background is computer generated. But because it's being filmed it's computer generated, but it's not effect added visually afterwards. It's live. It looks much better. However, there are scenes where you can definitely tell that they are in the round room. Like, you're just like, yep, they're like, absolutely. You can see the curvature of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
If you look closely, you can tell. But most of the time, it's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
Get to the droid cop episode. It will answer some of the questions you have. I don't think it'll answer all your questions. They are essentially having him. Oh no, I forgot to heal him. Well, I can't get that thing now. I don't have a flying guy anymore.
Okay, well, that happens.
Did I need it for something?
I have a feeling that might have been one of those, like, oh, you need it for...
You need it for the special class that I already can't get because I missed it one time.
Yeah. Well, as we said before, it's basically really a new game plus.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to new game plus this game, Connor.
No.
I'm sorry. Maybe when I was much younger and I had a lot of time and not as many games. But now that we live in the age of Steam, where I've got like 22 games installed right now that all need to be beaten.
It is overwhelming, isn't it? Like, just the number of good stuff out there. It's like, Gotta get to that.
Well, I'm gonna shoot straight with you here, Tex. The number of good stuff out there is quite low. The number of stuff out there is quite high.
I think there's a lot, like, at least, I'll go out and say there's a lot of really good stuff out there.
I don't think so.
Necessarily everything is, like, good on all fronts. Some things are just good, maybe gameplay-wise, or something else, right? But, yeah, there's a lot of art, a lot of creation being made right now.
Here's my frozen take for you, brother.
Yeah.
My brother in Christ. There's a lot getting made. It's like movies. There are more movies and TV series and entertainment being made now than ever have been before. And the pool of the top talent is not growing. And so what ends up happening is you get a lot of crap. You get a lot of one person who's actually good on a show, and that's it. The original Thor movie had Anthony Hopkins in it.
Yeah, I don't like Anthony Hopkins, so...
What?
That to me is not...
What?
Yeah, I don't like Anthony Hopkins.
Okay, we're not friends anymore.
I don't like him in more or less anything that he's in.
He was incredible in Thor.
I thought he was kind of cringy in Thor.
Funner. I'm gonna let this one pass. I'm gonna let it pass. I disagree with you categorically, specifically, in detail, and also summarily. I think you're wrong, but you are allowed to have your opinion, even if it is cringe.
I never saw the draw of Anthony Hopkins. Yeah.
I'll tell you what the draw of Anthony Hopkins is that during the filming of Thor 1, he improvised several scenes, including the scene where he banishes Thor. So they filmed it several times, the scene where he banishes Thor. And it is how you might expect a scene to go. He's angry at Thor, and so his face has a very specific expression of anger. And then the director on the final take was like, let's try something different. Let's have you be sad. You are banishing your son because you are disappointed in him, and I would like you to be sad. One take, a prompt on the spot. He absolutely fucking nailed it as Thor Odinson and Odin. That is the take they used in the movie, is him very sadly banishing his son with the hope that he would return one day, not banishing him in anger. One take. That's what I have to say to you, Connor.
Okay. I mean, look, I would not disbelieve whatsoever that Anthony Hopkins is an extremely accomplished and professional actor.
I'm hearing a butt coming.
I mean, there's not really a but. My position,
Right.
nonetheless, remains. Is really what you might say about that.
What a argument. My position nonetheless remains. Listen, that is some wit of the staircase shit right there, my friend.
Is it? How is it wit of the staircase?
I don't disagree with your argument, but my position nonetheless remains. No, I just meant it sounded so formal, like wit of the staircase does. I like the way you put it, even if I don't like what you're saying.
Look,
My position nonetheless remains.
I stand my ground. I mean, a person I cannot really like an actor, and yet also respect that they are professional, that they get the job done. And otherwise, it's good that, like, say, if he was really good on set and he's like great with other people, working with other people, that's like in and of itself part of what makes an actor someone that people want to work with. That's what sort of makes an actor really good. I don't know if he's easy to work with or not. That's beside the point. But I'm just saying these are all things that are important, especially in the process of being an actor. But are they necessarily like gonna swing my opinion about whether I like an actor or not, or whether I think he's like good in a particular role?
Okay.
Little did he know that his quotes would be used against him. And Anthony Hopkins refused the role of Bane on
Oh my god. Hey, listen. I appreciate how high you're aiming on this. Do you really think Anthony Hopkins is going to take such a role, though?
Well, now he's not.
Listen, he's very old now. He's very old. Anthony Hopkins was old when I was born. He's very old.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Even if White Ash became internationally, we're going to turn this comic into a movie famous tomorrow. With the amount of time it takes to make a movie, he could very well be dead before filming starts.
Yeah. Well, I hope not. Yes.
Are you sure? Because you just said that you hated his acting and hoped he died as soon as possible. That was a direct quote from you. Hey, I thought it said that the Drake didn't move, but here's this fucking moving Drake right here. What's with this Drake? What's with these Drakes?
It lies.
It did lie. I've been lied to.
I trusted you, guide. Raid that trust.
I don't have another magic caster to get in there, huh? Fine. Fine, I'll solve it my way. That Frank Sinatra song. My way.
Or the Limp Bizkit song, My Way or the Highway.
That's not the one I'm going for, but alright. Oh my god. He survived. Oh boy, 117 damage. Well, my man Clint is gonna die. Well, that's one way to do it. Attack on Titan is finally over, Connor.
Yep.
Now there's a comic series.
I have not seen it.
Brother, it's been 12 years plus in the making. If you haven't started now, you probably aren't going to.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, when people recommended it, I took a look at it, and I just the Titans, I suppose. With muscles
listen.
on the outside, kind of turned me off.
I gotta tell you, they continuously. I mean, they went through something. There's like 4 seasons. They went through like 6 different production companies. So, the initial weird CGI. Also, it's been 12 years. Like, technology improved significantly. The Titans look a lot better in the end than they did in the beginning. Although,
sir, I do believe you are making the mistake of assuming technology will improve art. It's like, well, I mean,
as far as 3D hold on, Connor. As far as 3D CGI generated Titan art is, yes, absolutely. And second off, you can't fucking say that shit to me while you're inking on a digital pad, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, and I
you can't assume that technology is going to improve art. Yeah, Connor, when's the last time you did a frame by frame? Hand drawn.
I thought you were gonna say, if you said real drawing, I would have said this morning, but
I said frame by frame, motherfucker.
Yeah, you totally cheated.
You thought you could ambush me. Well, guess what? I didn't fall into your fucking trap.
Yeah, but and okay, so to answer your first question of how could you say that whilst inking on a tablet, I wouldn't necessarily claim that my art is somehow improved by the fact that I'm on a computer, or that my art's like better than something made traditionally. I'm sure a lot of people would say because it's made on the computer, it's the features that one might call that would be soulless, or kind of like corporate.
What the folks at home need to understand, let me jump in here, Connor, is that Connor doesn't make mistakes. He never erases. And he starts by drawing an eyebrow and then does the hand. He doesn't draw the body between those two. He just eyeballs it and then never erases.
That is what Kirby did. Kirby just started top left and worked his way bottom right. Madman. Absolute madman.
Well, we can't all be Jack Kirby, who threatened to beat up Nazis outside his place of work. Oh, wow. Instant kill. Well, guess I'm not going to get that chest either. I did not think I would kill him in one shot.
He's too powerful.
I mean, I think he took 150 damage, so...
Nicely done.
Alright, Connor. This seems like a good place to stop. Close to the end. I'm buying time by talking weirdly and slowly so that you can think of closing thoughts for this particular episode.
Anthony Hopkins probably was pretty decent in, like, Silence of the Lambs. I liked him in that movie.
That was like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
This is the way he lists the one movie he likes Anthony Hopkins in. Name one movie you don't like Anthony Hopkins in, then.
Thor.
Okay, well, you got me there. Technically, that is correct.
Yeah. He was also pretty good. There's this movie where it's Mel Gibson and Anthony Hopkins is running the ship, kind of like in a very abusive manner, you might say. And Mel Gibson basically wants to, what's it called? Make a coup. Have a coup of the ship, whatever that's called. And and that
A
he's
mutiny?
pretty good in that too. Yeah. I think it's called Mutiny. I think the movie's called Mutiny. And he's pretty good. Anthony Hopkins is pretty good in that. I think he's better at villains, maybe. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
Very well. I like hanging out with ConorHughes.
Likewise,
And
Anthony. I like hanging out with you too.
thank you. And Maybe we'll be back in 2 weeks from now.
Not 2 weeks because I'll be in LA.
Oh, 1 week from now. Well, you told me that you'd be in Los Angeles in 2 weeks a couple days ago, but now I'm recognizing that you meant 2 weeks from today. Listen, audience, you already know how this works. We'll be back when we'll be back. Have a good day.